Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island season 10 episode 46. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Somebody suggested I stay out the comments, and you might be right. So next season, y'all ain't gonna see me in the comments. I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. If you want to ask me a question, because I know some people do ask me questions like directly to me, you can ask me on Discord. Yeah, going forward, that will be where my communication will be. That's number one. Number two, tomorrow there is likely going to be a vote. I've put a mini tutorial on the community page on YouTube, so go look at that for help. If you are wondering where to get a UK number, guys, Google it. Google is your friend. What site works for me might not work for you. That's why I'm saying Google it. All right, so let's get into this episode. We have Ella B and Mitch, who are first to go on their date. However, while they are gone, Zach tells Molly about what Mitch has been saying. And then Molly tells Whitney. No, did that happen? Eventually, Molly tells Whitney.
It is you. I want to be exclusive with you. I want to prove that to you.
Started saying Ella B's fake.
Really? Last night he basically said to them that he thinks Ella B's fake.
Few days left, you got a black babe. I'm not gonna lie, I had this.
And all the boys know.
Well, I guess Zach isn't a bro, huh? I guess he isn't a broski because he tells his girl guy's business. Where you at, Mitch? Not Mitch. Where you at, Ty? All right. Anyways, on the actual date with Mitch and Ella, this man, for some reason, decides to make things exclusive with Ella B. Now, I don't know why in his right mind, oh, that's the issue. Right mind. This man is wrong mind. He's bad mind. He is bad mind. I'm so sorry. And later on, he's trying to rationalize it. And I'm like, there's no way to rationalize the situation. If you ask me, like, it's just, Mitch is just, he's not okay, guys. He's unwell. He must be unwell. No. So anyways, on the day, he makes things exclusive, knowing full well he had just called this woman fake less than 24 hours ago. And then the irony of it all is that they chose Locken and Whitney as the least compatible couple. And their reasoning is so stupid. They say it's because they have like the least sexual attraction to each other or whatever. And at this point, I'm just thinking, so does the villain want Whitney to give her partner head at the front yard? I'm so confused. Give me a different reason that actually makes sense. If she was with Mehdi, I would understand your argument, but she's with Locken, and it has been a very different experience while she has been with Locken. The only thing that I can justify is the fact that his loyalties in the villa are tied to everyone, or at least one person in each couple besides Whitney and Locken, right? He ain't that close to Whitney. He ain't that close to Locken. In Molly and Zach's situation, he's close to both of them. In Ty and Ella's situation, he's close to Ty. In Sammy and Jess's situation, he's close to both, but close with Jess. There's really nobody else to vote for regarding his like friendships besides Whitney and Locken. So fair and fine. But just know, while you're plotting on their downfall, Whitney's plotting on yours because she's about to drop a bomb. And it's going to be a big one. When they come back from their date, they are both debriefing, and Ella's saying, you know, she once was unsure about his affection towards her and his true interest, but now she's fully on board. And he's saying his fake comment just came from skepticism on whether or not she was truly invested.
Why was you skeptical? Because
Not
if you're
skeptical.
skeptical, you should look into it, babe.
I wasn't skeptical, but like, he shows me affection with actions.
Where did that thought even come from?
Last night, obviously, I was fine. Ella was worried, and I just feel like, Ella, you should just be confident with us, and if we go, we go, and that's it. I was just picking at things, to be honest with you.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a skeptic, right? However, I feel like Ella B saying, you know, she was unsure, it was more so how she's being treated. You know, like, I don't know if he's really giving me all that affection that I'm looking for and all that stuff, fair and fine. But with Mitch, the way he perceives skepticism is your character must be off. And to me, if that's what you believe, why then make this person your exclusive partner? And so later on in the day, the guys are saying all the while during their date, they were gone for more than 2 hours. The man could have expressed to some degree, hey, I was having these kind of concerns about our relationship, but now those have been put to rest and I want us to go forward as an exclusive couple. No, he doesn't do that. He's keeping that information to him. No, not even to himself, child. He's telling this information to the boys who are going to tell their girls, who are going to tell Ella, but then still decides to make things exclusive without addressing it. That to me is sick. So the next date is with Zach and Molly. And while they are gone, Whitney decides to go and tell Ella B what's been told.
I think all the boys know this. Mitch basically said that he thinks that you're a game player. Babe.
If I didn't like him, I would have gone for Scott. I would have done the easy way out.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Doesn't look great.
What are you upset for?
Because it's not a nice thing. Because my feelings are genuine.
Now, do I think it was Whitney's place to tell Ella B? No. I don't think it was her place. I think that was for Mitch to tell her, or at least for Zach and Molly to have that conversation with her, because those are the first... Actually, no, but he told Locken. Child, I don't know. I just feel like the first line of defense should have been Mitch. But Mitch didn't do that, okay? Instead, Mitch told the boys, who told their girls, who told Ella, right? So then I'm like, okay, as somebody who's aware that there is this story going around about you, unbeknownst to you, I would feel, I would feel a lot of pressure to say something just because I don't want you looking like a dunce while this thing is happening about you in your presence and you don't know. So that's where I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand why Whitney would have said something, but end of the day, should she have? I don't think so. Molly and Zach's date is giving Barbie promo, and I don't know if you could tell from the little glimpse of my apartment that you could see, but obviously I'm a fan. Actually, I don't even need to go. Sweetie, I'm a fan.
Oh my goodness.
To pink
To pink.
and final date.
And final date. Cheers.
It's the end of the beginning
I like that.
to the end of the beginning.
Yeah.
Words speak just as loud as actions. I love you.
Zach said, I love you. You know, he says that the reason why he hadn't said it earlier is because he was fighting the words. We could tell. Words have been fighting you for the past few weeks, my guy. Words have been whooping him. So yeah, I guess every time he was saying, I really like you, what he wanted to say was, I love you, allegedly. Do I believe it? It doesn't matter. It's not for me to believe. It's for Molly to believe, and she's eating it up hook, line, and sinker. So, all right, happy days for y'all. When it comes time to decide who they think is the least compatible, they go through all the options, and I'm so thankful that Molly was the voice of reason, because it looked like Zach was going to choose a petty reason. But Molly was saying, you can't choose Whitney and Locken just for the sake that they are different, because that is the same story with us. With Ella and Ty, yes, they've had their ups and downs, but they've seen their way through it. With Sammy and Jess, I forget the rationale, but with Mitch and Ella, she was saying, I don't even think Mitch knows what he wants right now. So being with Ella B and having the concerns that he's having, it doesn't make sense to not vote them least compatible. And I'm like, okay, Molly, yeah. Back at the villa, Jess takes Mitch to talk, and he says that he is livid that this story of Ella B being fake is going around the villa.
What's fucked me off the most is it's gone around the villa 10 times. I've come back, one of the girls have told her, instead of giving me the opportunity to talk to Ella B myself, so I'm foaming.
Just a weird one, babe.
It is a weird one. It's confusing.
It's so confusing.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like the guys were saying, you could have said this on the date. You could have said it, especially if your case is that it was a moment of insecurity. It wasn't something that you've been feeling for a long time. It's just you thinking, is this too good to be true? And then again, then why phrase it in the way that you did? Like Locken said that night and also this morning in the pool, like, why would that be your thought process in the way that you said it, as in Ella B is fake? It was a statement, you know? Instead of, you know what, I'm not really sure of Ella B. Sometimes I feel like she's here for keeping up appearances rather than having genuine feelings for me. I feel like that you could rationalize, but to just come out and say Ella B's fake and you don't think it's going to spread like wildfire in the villa, you're crazy. Ella and Ty are the last to go on their dates, and while they are gone, Mitch and Ella B are trying to get down to the bottom of like how this whole rumor, which isn't a rumor, started.
What was the exact words? Because I feel like he's not being honest.
What's he said?
In my eyes, you haven't made your mind up yet, and you still haven't, because it's still going up and down.
I say have a chat with him.
I know he's your boy,
No,
but
I know.
for respect for me, like, I'm very upset.
At least give him this opportunity to talk to you.
Molly and Zach were absolutely trying to be political. Absolutely. They were like, well, you know, I think maybe you should talk to each other. And Ella B is like, no, but what did he say? You know, maybe you should have this conversation with him. She knows this game player thing is not the worst of it. She knows when she spoke to him and he said, oh, he's just not sure if it's too good to be true, is not it. So honestly, it's probably best for Molly and Zach to play the political role, because for them to flat out say, oh, he said you're fake, that would have hurt way harder. Mitch says that the reason for self-sabotaging is because in his past relationships, he has also felt like things are too good to be true.
I've had a bad past with exes, and I'm not using that as leeway. I'm using it as I just sometimes think things are going so good. Why are they going so good?
Mitch says that whenever things are going well, he feels like he needs to question things or whatever. I'm just like, oh my goodness, like what attachment style do you have? It can't be secure. Maybe anxious. Maybe he has an anxious attachment style, because why must there be chaos? When there's peace, there's no need for problems. Like, as long as the peace is genuine, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think Ella B has really given him a reason to question. No, like after they got together, her eyes never looked at anybody else. She didn't look at Scott. She had deaded the thing with Ty. Like, they were acting like boys, her and Ty. So the fact that he's like, oh, it felt like it was too good to be true or whatever. Like, for why? Why? If anybody should have been having issues in this relationship, it was Ella B regarding Mitch, because he was harping on his ex-partnership until the moment she left. Until the moment she left. I feel like Ella B, yes, I did not believe their connection before. And even now, I still think they are probably the least compatible, right? However, I think she messed around and fell for him. I almost said fell in love. No. I think she messed around and she fell for him. And so to see her go through all of this is really sad. And when Mitch was telling her that, oh, it's just my past, it's just whatever, this girl is getting emotional, and he just looks at her like a puppet. He's just sitting there like a puppet, looking at her cry, not saying nothing. I'm like, this is so sad. Ella B, One, the way that he was talking, getting defensive, I'm just like, I'm sorry, you're the one who did wrong here. How are you gonna talk to me like I'm the perpetrator? And number two, I'm clearly getting emotional. You can't console me? And three, you're gonna know you have some doubts, but then solidify something with me in terms of Love Island, right? I feel like exclusive in the real world is different, but in Love Island, it's a big thing for them. Nah, like Ella B, you gotta drop this man as soon as y'all get dumped tomorrow night. On Ella and Ty's date, I thought it was really beautiful, but I could not stop laughing at the fact that Ty cannot help but look like a road man, even in a romantic setting.
I feel way happier and like way more like fulfilled, like way more secure than what I was even before in the past, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, you are literally my favorite person. It's crazy that I've literally only known you for 2 months. I feel like I've known you forever. And I want to ask you, will you be my girlfriend?
Of course I will.
Okay, this is a moment where you guys see how corny I am. You know how their first date was kind of on the water, and this date is in fire, like in a fire themed situation? I'm here like, okay, their next date needs to be in a desert, and then their another date needs to be like in a helicopter or something, so that they can complete all the elements. Isn't that cute? I don't know. I think it's cute. I know it's corny, but I think it's cute. Ty has asked Ella to be his girlfriend, and I had to say, not Mitch, man. What's the other white man? Zach needs to take notes from Ty, because the way that Ty is able to articulate his feelings for Ella is bar none compared to Zach, honestly. And they've got what, a good 5 years between them? Come on, Zachariah, it's not looking good, bruv. Ty and Ella chose Mitch and Ella as the least compatible, and I was like, yes, that I would have to agree. The dates left are Sammy and Jess and Whitney and Lock-In. I'm pretty sure pretty sure there's going to be a vote tomorrow night. Guys, vote correctly. I forgot to tell you guys the update on that couple that just broke up. Leah says, our time in the villa was absolutely incredible, but we've actually decided to just be friends. We got on really well and I do really like him, but I feel like for me, it's never enough. When I said that man did not like her, y'all were screaming off the hilltops, the mountaintops, every summit in the world possible that I'm being delusional. Interest is evident. I'm so sorry. Interest is evident. And as much as the toxic twins bother me, you know they have interest for each other. With Montel and Leah, I'm not surprised at all. I'm sad for them as people at the fact that what they wanted didn't pan out, but I'm not surprised whatsoever. I'll be interested to see how the dynamics are going to be at the reunion and stuff like that. I hope they take their time with the reunion. I don't need it a week from the finale. I need it at least 3. I think 3 is a good time to reacclimate, get your thoughts together, see enough of the show, hear what people have been saying, and then come correct. That's my opinion, okay? As always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Typically, I go live for the finale, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one.